All a woman has to do to please a man is simple. As you guys know, she just needs to be cooperative, charming, inspirational, fit, feminine, and friendly. Culinary and listening skills along with just a couple requisites is enough to make a man happy. A man, though, must reach a 6-figure salary, 6-pack, 6 feet height, and be ambitious, strong, protective, and all that. When asked whether they'd take a bullet for their men, these women knew clearly and every movie you can think of promotes this ladies first idea. It's insane that these women have no remorse while saying they'd let the man pass away. So many ungrateful women out there, guys. None of these women value their men. There's no love there. Probably got with them for money and or security. Men have never been loved unconditionally. We don't know what that feels like. Anyone who questions when Myron says men love women for real needs to watch this. The only women who will ever love you unquestionably is your mother, gentlemen. And women wonder why the huge backlash against them. Men are seeing marriage and family just are not worth the pain and struggle anymore. Gonna be a lot more single women in the future. Men don't want to commit. Having taken this huge red pill, mark Mike Tyson's words.
You know why we have women and why men have women? To make us realize that we're men, you know, and you know, we just need to think about your life. Listen, I'm 54, and this is what I realize. And I mean, if a man's not intimidated of his wife or a little bit afraid, that means he's not living his life right, or his partner, or her partner, whatever it is. Just if they're not like, if they're not a little bit intimidated or afraid, it's because they're not living their life right. And that's what I listen. So we think like I'm an idiot.
How many times you been married, man?
3 times.
3 times?
Yeah. But that's it's my mother's love. That's what you want. That's all we want. Any woman that we associate with because they remind us of our mother, even though subconsciously. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. She could be educated, but could have been a slut, but she had the personality of your mother. Something about her. That's the only reason I like you anyway, because I'm attracted to my mother and you had that characteristic.
Right. My first love, yeah. I fell in love with her because if I got sick, she used to console me like my mother.
Men don't look for a mother unless they haven't done the work before. A woman has the luxury to just have a hot body, which will help her land a man, but she doesn't need to heal her trauma. But guess what? In the dating scene, men can't afford that. It's double or nothing, but then women want to mock a man's work ethics and discipline.
She was the only motherfucker could heal me like my mother. And it wouldn't, this ain't on no sex, this was just on some,
listen, you know. Listen, I know you said no sex, but know why it didn't work? Because of sex. You know what I mean? We look for our mother and our lover, but our mother could never be our lover because our lover would never love us like our mother. She's not in her. It's not in no woman to love us like our mother loves us. It's not in her. Don't care how much the slave shit. Don't care how many people she fuck for you, bring in the money. It's not in her to love you like your mother loves you. Eventually she'll turn her back on you.
That's crazy.
Eventually she'll turn on you, nigga. You treat her like a dog, you turn on her.
Love her like your mother loves you. That's a song.
Yeah, listen. Listen, hey.
It ain't in her to love her like your mother.
Hey. I listen to
man, that's some real shit.
I listen to I look at my
that's
wife.
That's why you can't, man. Hey, that's why she could.
I look at my wife. They don't take shit. Listen. Both my ex-wife.
Oh, Mike, I gotta. Hey, Mike, I gotta tell somebody that.
No, you ain't listen.
That's why, bro.
No, I'm gonna tell you something.
It wasn't in her to love her like my mama loved me.
Not in her.
Yeah, it wasn't in her. It wasn't in her, man.
That's real talk.
Know why? Because her survival, even though she does everything she does for you. Listen, Everything she does for you is for her survival. Everything your mother do for you is for your survival. Now listen.
That's straight up.
Listen, can I tell you something? It's not over, nigga. Right? I just want you to know it's not over.
Wow, that might be the biggest realization ever. As a man, it's your duty to be as independent as possible and never trust these hoes. Nobody will ever love you like your mother. That's facts. I've been having some troubles getting over my ex of 7 years, who I've been with since I was 18. This is such a great explanation. She did share similar characteristics as my mom. I cry listening to this and have another level of understanding about my late mama's love. She was so there for me, she sacrificed everything for me and my siblings to become what we are today. Then proud and go without, enjoying the material aspect. Rest in heaven, dear mama, till we meet again in a way better place. Mike is deep. That's what experience does to you. That's why we have to bring back listening to old heads about life, because they have already been there. While they can't live your life and protect you from the adversity you have to deal with in your lifetime, an old, wise man can certainly give you guidance. So listen when this man speaks. Failure breeds success, and Mike has failed more than most. Listen to this man, learn from this man. Everything she does is for her survival. Everything your mother does is for your survival. It's not in a woman to love you like your mother does. Everything a woman does for you is for her survival. Everything your mother does is for your survival. Mike Tyson.
The sooner you know this about women, the better. Every man must understand that women will betray you. It's not a matter of if, it's just when. That's just a part of being a man. Women will lie to you, cheat on you, stab you in the back. Shit, they might even steal from you. But if you show up in situations dealing with women not understanding this shit, all you're doing is setting yourself up to get hurt time and time again. So as a man moving forward, you have to know in the back of your mind, the woman that's next to you, there's a good chance that she'll betray you. You got to be okay with that. That's a part of being a man.
That's a part of being a man, and a huge reason why men, especially in the West, go their own way. Look, maybe some women in the West are begging us men to go back to them, but at the end of the day, just like they ask for a traditional husband despite having a high notch count, no man is forced to date such a chick. As long as you don't hurt anyone's rights and mind your business, you're good to go. But hold on, the grass ain't greener on the other side. Would you imagine being called a weirdo for not dating?
Noticed a lot of foreigners in Korea saying, why is the dating culture so intense here? You feel so alone if you're single.
Everywhere you go, there's just couples.
Everybody's cuddling, holding hands, doing like eggo to each other and all that kind of stuff.
I love it.
You don't like anything
Cutesy stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of my Korean friends are like, why haven't you dated for 3 months? Do you want me to like hook you up with a guy? It's like very common here. So I almost feel like, oh, am I weird for not, dating for 3 months and whatnot? Whereas in the West, I'm like, oh, I don't feel like dating these days. They're like, oh yeah, but for you, you're working on yourself. I feel like that exists less in Korea.
I personally feel a little bit pressured because my mom's like, because I want to get married. So she's like, the next person you meet, they have to be kind of like marriage
material. My mom, especially my grandma, is like, oh, you need to get a wife for yourself now. I ignore all that kind of stuff. More like my friends, whenever we meet for soju or whatever, the first topic that comes up is like your dating status. And if you're single, they're like, what are you? Yeah, like, exactly.
You must be so sad.
Yeah, that's the pressure I'm talking about. Like if you're single, people just don't accept that. They're like, you need
I
to
think
be.
it's because in Korea you can't really go to restaurants alone and maybe like movies alone.
yeah,
People
yeah,
also
yeah.
judge you for that.
I want to eat pork belly alone, but
You
think
can.
I'm a depressed person, and once you get a boyfriend or girlfriend, they start judging them and
You
like,
can get someone better.
like what does your boyfriend drive? Or where does he live? Oh, he's a doctor.
What does she look like?
Yeah, like.
Insane. Anyway, take a look at this guy dropping facts.
What's not good?
Because people, when you represent yourself that way, they're not gonna respect you a certain way.
Oh, you a lie.
You think men respect this? You think that if a man walked up to you right now, you think he want to wife you?
I don't want to be a wife.
The thing about your women, the thing about your woman, even if a woman feels like she's free, she can't do this over there.
She can't because of the religion and belief that we raised on,
That's
and
what,
we lived with.
But us as black men, this is why we're
it's
asking.
it's not about.
No, because when you look at our people the only one that do stuff like this.
Not your people.
Last time you seen
It's
a
not about
Middle
America.
Hold on, wait. When's the last time you seen a Middle Eastern woman walk into your store dressed like this? Never.
And
Only
if she did,
she's not the first one that
and if
dressed
she
like
did,
this.
would you
Sis,
correct
I'm
her
not
being
getting on
your people?
I'm not
Would you
getting on
correct
you, my
her?
sister. It's
I
all
won't
out
say
of love. I
nothing to her.
promise.
You would?
I promise
I
you that.
don't. It's not my business. This is her own person. She knows what she's doing is wrong. She knows what she's doing is wrong.
What?
But she doesn't know that. She doesn't believe she's wrong though. She doesn't know that she's wrong.
She said it right there. I don't want to be a wife. She don't care. As another black woman, these young brothers are absolutely correct. I'm glad they spoke up, because as the weather warms up here in New York City, it's unbelievable what these sisters are walking out on the street wearing. It's not cute, sis.
Basically, I wouldn't have like a job, like a 9 to 5.
So you basically want to do nothing. You just want to live off somebody else's money.
Basically, yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
Why don't you have any goals for yourself?
That's my goal.
So what you bring to the table?
I'm pretty.
So that's all? So you don't have no goals for the future? You have no career? How do you expect a man to be attracted to you?
Some guys like that.
It's not happening with me.
It's not. Why?
You bring nothing to the table.
You don't know that though.
You have told me that you don't.
That's okay though.
How is that okay?
You're just gonna have to find out.
I don't think I'm interested in finding out. I think I'm cool on that. I ain't never heard no woman say that. Never. And you cool with that?
Yes, I'm okay with that.
You just worried about you.
I mean, yeah, so what?
That's a little crazy though.
How?
All you want to do is take from a man and add nothing to.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
A guy doesn't want a woman with degrees, masters, doctorates, and certifications. But if she wants to be at home, well, she better have some cooking skills, you know, cause being pretty ain't enough and beauty fades away with time. So guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.